Hello student, today is our new topic, lecture number 7, soil loss estimation by USLE. USLE means what? Universal Soil Loss Equation. This soil loss equation, soil loss means what? It is the erosion of the soil means the fertile layer of the soil, it is move away with water and it is called as a soil loss, because that fertile layer from the field, it is washed away with the help of runoff water. And for calculation of that soil loss, the scientists Wishmeyer and Meyer developed this universal soil loss equation in 1973. Okay, and it is published in 1973 by the scientists Wishmeyer and Meyer. Here U for universal, S for soil, L for loss and E for equation. That's why that equation it is called as a USLE equation. This equation was designed as a universal soil loss equation, and in brief it is known as USLE since simple and powerful tool for predicting the average annual soil loss in specific situation. Specific situation means this scientist have taken the plot of specific size 22.1 meter length and it is having the slope of 9%. By keeping the point all the parameters same, and he is changing the rainfall intensity and the slope of the soil as well as the vegetation on the soil. Okay, and he will calculate the universal soil loss equation and he developed the soil loss equation, and that equation it is called as a universal soil loss equation. This associated factor, the associated factors of equation can be predicted by easily available meteorological and soil data. The term universal refers consideration of all possible factors affecting the soil erosion, soil loss, and also get its general applicability. He has taken the rainfall data, average rainfall data for the 100 years rainfall data, already it is studied and taken the average of it, and then by keeping into the mind, considering all the possible factors affecting the soil erosion. What are the factors affecting the soil erosion? C, S, V, T. C means climatic condition, S means soil, V means vegetation and T means topography of the land. By considering all the factors, he will develop that equation, and that equation is called as A equal to R ALSCP, where R it depends on the rainfall characteristics, intensity of the rainfall, distribution of the rainfall. In this case, it is the erodibility of the soil, means due to the heavy rainfall, some soil it will get easily eroded. Okay, but if we will keep some pasture there, some erosion resistant variety of the grass there, it will grow, then that erodibility factor can be reduced. L means length of slope, S means percent slope, this is crop management factor, and this is conservation practices factor, and it is called as a RKLSCP. Here this one is again studied, and again he will given the revised universal soil loss equation. Revised, and that revised soil loss equation is same, but some parameters he has given in tons per acre per year. A is in annual soil loss in tons per acre per year. R is erosivity of the rainfall, K is erodibility of the soil, LS is the slope, length and steepness of slope, C is cropping and management factor, and P is erosion control practices. Where A in universal soil loss equation, not in revised, but in our syllabus there is USLE equation only. USLE equal to, here USLE equation is given by A equal to RK LS CP. Okay, where A is computed soil loss expressed in tons per hectare per year. Now keep in mind that R is in tons per hectare per year. Now R is a rainfall erosivity factor, which is the measurement of the kinetic energy of a specific rain event or an average year's rainfall. This rainfall erosivity factor, it is measurement of kinetic energy. Means when the rain is falling with higher intensity, that moving energy in the rainfall, it is kinetic energy, and due to the higher intensity of the rainfall, higher kinetic energy of the rainfall, there is a erosion of the soil. And here he is taken that factor R, rainfall erosivity factor, which is depends on the kinetic energy of specific rain event or an average year rainfall. He have taken average of rainfall for a year, average rainfall of a year, and then he will decide the R factor. Okay. Now in example already it is given. If you are solving the numericals in that R, it is already given. Then K it is soil erodibility factor. Means it is the ability of the soil to get eroded. Means there are different types of soil, and that soil having different ability to erode. Some soil, it is loose soil and it is easily eroded by the rainfall. This K factor varies with the type of soil, and that soil erodibility factor, it is a soil loss rate per erosion index unit for a given soil as measured on a unit plot. Unit plot having the length 22.1 meter long, and it is having the slope of 9%. Okay, you have taken that specific length. For the fill in the blanks, maybe there is a question on that while deciding the while publishing the equation for universal soil loss RKLSCP. The scientists Wishmer and Meyer taken the dash length of the plot, then write down 22.1 meter length plot and 9% slope. Keep in mind. Now L is the slope length factor. It is the ratio of soil loss from the fill plot under existing slope length to that from 22.1 meter slope length under identical condition. Means if he has taken the plot, for example this is plot A and this one is his experimental plot B. It is having the length 22.1 meter and the slope 9%. And there is a comparison between this A plot and B plot. And then he will take the slope length factor. It is the ratio of the soil loss from this field A and the soil loss from this field B. Okay. Means L is the slope length factor. It is the ratio of soil loss from the fill plot under existing slope, means whatever it may be, and the length means plot A. What is the plot A? We don't know. It may be having any length, any slope, and he will compare that plot with this B. It is having 22.1 meter length and 9% slope, and he will take the ratio of that slope length factor, and that slope length factor, it is the ratio of soil loss from the fill plot under existing slope length to that from the 22.1 meter slope length under identical condition. Then S is the slope gradient, and slope gradient factor, it is the ratio of soil loss from the fill slope gradient to the flat 9% slope under identical condition. Okay. Now C is the cover. C is the cover. C is the cover of crop rotation management factor. It is the ratio of soil loss from the area under specific cover and management to that from identical area is still continuous fallow. It is the ratio from soil loss from the area under specified cover, and the management to that from an identical area is still continuous fallow plot. This one is a fallow plot and this one is a plot which is having the specific cover. Okay, and here I have taken the ratio of that. Then P is the erosion control practices. Erosion control practices already we will see in soil and water conservation practices. And what are that soil and water conservation practices? In that, contour cultivation, then strip cropping, then mulching. Likewise, there are different practices: contouring, strip cropping, terracing, etc. And this P is the soil control practices or soil conservation practices factor. It is the ratio of soil loss under a support practice like contouring, strip cropping or terracing to that under straight row farming up and down the slope. Now, rainfall erosivity factor. It refers to the rainfall erosivity index which expresses the ability of the rainfall to erode the soil particles from an unprotected field. It is a numerical value from long-term field studies. It has been observed that extent of soil loss from a barren field is directly proportional to the product of rainfall characteristics like kinetic energy of the storm and I30. I30 means 30-minute maximum rainfall intensity. And this rainfall erosivity factor R equal to K kinetic energy multiplied by 30-minute maximum intensity of the rainfall. Means at the start maybe there is a less intensity of the rainfall and rainfall intensity goes on increasing, again it goes on decreasing. But what should we do? We should take the time on x-axis and rainfall on the y-axis. Okay, and for example rain it will start at 8 am and we after 30 minutes what is the rainfall intensity, and we should take that maximum intensity I30 after 30 minutes of the start of the rainfall, and it is helpful to calculate the rainfall erosivity factor, and that rainfall erosivity factor equal to kinetic energy of rainfall multiplied by maximum 30-minute rainfall intensity. Okay. Now it refers to the rainfall erosivity index which expresses the ability of rainfall to erode the soil particles. म्हणजे पाऊस एवढा जोरात असेल की तो मातीचे कण स्वतःसोबत वाहून नेईल, म्हणजे इरोड होईल माती, आणि तेवढी इंटेन्सिटी आपल्याला पाहिजे फ्रॉम ॲन अनप्रोटेक्टेड फील्ड. जिथं प्रोटेक्शन नाही आहे, जिथं ग्रास जमिनीवर कुठंही ग्रास वगैरे कव्हर नाही आहे, झाडं झुडपं नाही आहे, काहीही प्रोटेक्ट केलेलं नाही आहे. इट इज न्यूमेरिकल व्हॅल्यू फ्रॉम लॉंग टर्म फील्ड स्टडीज. खूप अभ्यास केल्यानंतर त्यांनी ही व्हॅल्यू रेनफॉल इरोजिव्हिटी फॅक्टर डिसाईड केलेला आहे. ओके. नाउ स्लोप लेंथ फॅक्टर. Slope length factor and steepness factor, it is combinedly called as LS. LS factor represent the erosive potential of a particular soil with specified slope length and slope steepness. This factor basically affect the transportation of the detached particle due to the surface flow of rainwater, either that is overland flow or surface runoff, and accordingly affect the value of soil erosion due to any given rainfall. The capability of the runoff means overland flow to detach and transport the soil material gets increased rapidly with increase in flow velocity on steep ground surface. the runoff gets increases because increase in runoff rate. If the slope goes on increasing, if the slope is steep, then when the rain is falling, that rain after rainfall there is a runoff, म्हणजे पाणी पाऊस पडल्यावर पाणी वाहून जायला लागतं, त्याला आपण सरफेस runoff किंवा ओव्हरलँड फ्लो म्हणतो. अँड व्हेन दॅट runoff इज मूव्हिंग थ्रू द स्टीप ग्राउंड, म्हणजे उतार जर जास्त असेल तर व्हेलॉसिटी ऑफ runoff जास्त असेल, म्हणजे पाणी खूप जोरात आणि वेगाने वाहून जाईल. अँड ड्यू टू दॅट इन्क्रीजिंग runoff rate and also erosion. That's why slope length and steepness it is considered here. Now L, it is the slope length factor and slope steepness factor as slope length factor L. Slope length is the horizontal distance from the point of origin, जिथून पाऊस पडल्यानंतर जिथून पाणी व्हायला सुरुवात होते त्याला काय म्हणायचं, ओरिजिन. पाऊस पडल्यानंतर पाणी व्हायला जिथून सुरुवात होते त्याला काय म्हणायचं, ओरिजिन ऑफ द ओव्हरलँड फ्लो. अँड द पॉईंट वेअर द स्लोप ग्रॅडियंट गोज डिक्रीज इनफ टू स्टार्ट डिपॉझिशन ऑफ ओव्हरलँड फ्लो. आता इथं तीव्र उतार असल्यामुळे पाणी लगेच वाहून चाललं आहे, पण कुठेतरी स्लोप हा कमी होईल. अँड दिस वॉटर इट विल गेट स्टोर्ड, डिपॉझिट. ओके, अँड दिस लेंथ is called as a L. Okay, means it is the length from the starting, means origin of the overland flow, and when the slope get decreased there is a deposition of the overland flow. पाणी तिथे साठायला सुरुवात होईल, इथून पाणी व्हायला सुरुवात झाली, ओरिजिन, इथं पाणी डिपॉझिट झालं. That's why we should take this length, and this length is called as a L. It is slope length factor. Okay, now slope steepness factor. Steepness of land influence the soil erosion in several ways. In general, as steepness of slope increases, the soil erosion also increases because the velocity of runoff increases. उतार तीव्र झाला की रनऑफ वाढणार आहे, व्हेलॉसिटी ऑफ रनऑफ वाढणार आहे, पाणी वाहून जाण्याचा वेग वाढणार आहे आणि इरोजन पण वाढणारच आहे विथ इन्क्रीज इन फील्ड स्लोप, which allows more soil to detach and transport them along the surface. That's why this slope, it is the slope steepness factor. If the slope goes on increasing, then runoff also goes on increasing and erosion also goes on increasing if the slope is more. Okay. Then C is the crop management practice factor. The crop management practice factor may be defined as the ratio of soil loss from a land under specific crop to the soil loss from a continuous fallow land. For example, you have taken the 2 plots and here we will grow different crops, maybe vegetables, and this land is continuously fallow. Then we will take the ratio of this vegetable land and fallow land. Then again, if we will take some, here we will take some grass, then we will compare grass land with fallow land. If here you have taken sugarcane, then compare this sugarcane with fallow land. Likewise, if there is some fruit crop, then compare fruit crop with fallow land. Likewise, this comparison is taken. And also this comparison is between contour. If we have taken this plot but we have across the cultivation, across the contour, we are growing the crop across the slope and across the contour, then compare like that also with the fallow land. Then C is the crop management factor, may be defined as the ratio of soil loss from a land under specific crop to the soil loss from a continuous fallow land, provided that the soil type, slope and rainfall conditions are identical. The crop and cropping practices affect the soil erosion in several ways by the various features such as the kind of crop, quality of cover, root growth, water used by growing the plants, etc. Now P, P is the soil conservation practices factor. It may be defined as the ratio of soil loss under given conservation practice to the soil loss from up and down slope. Now again here the comparison. Here we are having the conservation practices like contouring, strip cropping, terracing, and this one here there is a steep slope land, up and down slope land, and compare this land with this and then find out the P factor. Okay, that P is the soil conservation practices factor. It may be defined as the ratio of soil loss under a given conservation practice to the soil loss from up and down the slope. The conservation practice consists of mainly the contouring, terracing and strip cropping, in which contouring appears to be the most effective practice on medium slope ranging from 2 to 7%. Which practice is more effective? Contouring practice is more effective for the slope ranges from 2 to 7%. Now soil erodibility factor means it is the ability of the soil to get eroded. This factor is related to the various soil properties by virtue of which a particular soil becomes susceptible to get eroded, either by water or wind. Physical characteristics of the soil greatly influence the rate at which different soils are eroded. In general, the soil properties such as soil permeability, if the permeability of soil is good, then erosion is less, because the infiltration rate, water holding capacity of the soil is good. That's why runoff is less, and that's why erosion is also less. Infiltration of the soil is good. इन्फिल्ट्रेशन म्हणजे पाणी जमिनीमध्ये चांगलं जर मुरत असेल तर रनऑफ कमी होईल आणि इरोजनसुद्धा कमी होईल. दॅट्स वाय दिस फिजिकल कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक्स आर मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टंट. सॉइल टेक्स्चर, इफ द सॉइल टेक्स्चर इज इफ द सॉइल इज लूज, पोरस, and if the soil is sticky, then it will affect the erosion also. Size, stability, soil structure, organic content, soil depth. If the organic content is good, soil depth is good, then runoff is less, erosion is less, then affect the soil loss at large. Now it is clear to you. General soil properties such as soil permeability, infiltration rate, soil texture, size and stability of the soil structure, organic content, soil depth affect the soil loss in large extent. Now there is an example. Example is very easy. Calculate the annual soil loss from a given field subject to the soil erosion problem for the following information. Now every information is given to you. Rainfall erosivity index R, it is given 1000 meter per tons per hectare. Okay. Now soil erodibility index, it is given. Soil erodibility index K, it is given 0.20. Now crop management factor C is given 0.50. Then conservation practice factor P, it is given 1. Slope length factor LS, it is given 0.10. Then put that values in formula. What is the formula? A equal to R K LS CP. Then put the value of R. R is rainfall erosivity index. It is given, what is it is given? 1000 tons per hectare. K means soil erodibility index. It is given 0.2. LS is the slope length factor. It is given 0.10. Crop management factor C is given 0.50. Conservation practice is given 1.0. Put the values in formula and calculate the soil loss. It is given here. A equal to R K LS CP. Put the value of R, K, LS, CP here and then calculate. Then the soil loss is 10 tons per hectare. It is too much. एका हेक्टरमधून 10 टन सॉईल वाहून जाते प्रत्येक वर्षी. हे खूपच गांभीर्याने घेतलं पाहिजे. तुमची कमेंट तिथं आली पाहिजे. डोंट सिम्पली सॉल्व द एक्झाम्पल. झालं मग चालेल का असं? एक्झाम्पल सोडवलं झालं? नो, you should give your own comment. The soil loss is too much. The 10 tons of soil gets eroded. There is a loss of soil. पर इयर फ्रॉम द 1 हेक्टर लँड. एका हेक्टर लँडमधून 10 टन सॉईल अशीच वाहून जाते. मग आपण काय केलं पाहिजे? वी शुड कीप इन अ माइंड, आपण अभ्यास केला पाहिजे की कॉन्झर्वेशन प्रॅक्टिस कुठली कुठली ॲडॉप्ट करता येईल, जेणेकरून हा 1 जो आहे तो 0.01 कसा होईल, 0.5 कसा होईल. कॉन्झर्वेशन प्रॅक्टिस फॅक्टर ॲडॉप्ट केल्यानंतर ह्या 1ची व्हॅल्यू तुम्हाला कमी करता येईल का? कुठली कॉन्झर्वेशन प्रॅक्टिस करायची? मग कंटुरिंग केलं तर चालेल का? स्ट्रिप क्रॉपिंग केलं तर चालेल का? आणि त्यामुळे इरोजन कमी होतं आहे का? क्रॉप मॅनेजमेंट फॅक्टर तुम्हाला कमी करता येईल का? स्लोप लेंथ, तिथं काही अभ्यास, स्लोप तुम्हाला लेवल लँड करता येईल का? अशा पद्धतीने अभ्यास करून हा सॉईल लॉस कसा कमी करता येईल. हाऊ टू रिड्यूस दिस सॉईल लॉस बाय कीप चेंजिंग द सॉईल कॉन्झर्वेशन प्रॅक्टिसेस. यूज द कॉन्झर्वेशन प्रॅक्टिस कंटुरिंग, strip cropping, terracing, and this conservation practice get reduced. हा कॉन्झर्वेशन प्रॅक्टिस फॅक्टर 1 वरून 0.5 जरी झाला तर सॉईल लॉस किती कमी होतो आहे. मग आपल्याला करता येईल का? हाऊ विल गिव्ह युअर कमेंट. द फार्मर शुड ॲडॉप्ट द कंटुरिंग, स्ट्रिप क्रॉपिंग सो दॅट कॉन्झर्वेशन प्रॅक्टिस फॅक्टर गेट रिड्यूस, and due to the reduction of this conservation practices factor, the soil loss is reduced by this. Okay, likewise give your comment while solving the example. Now second example is there. A field is cultivated on the contour for growing maize crop. आता बघा, when we are studying the soil conservation measures, we will suggest cultivation should be across the slope. Cultivation practices should be across the slope and along the contour. Okay, that's why a field is cultivated on a contour for a growing maize crop. The details regarding USLE factors are given. K is given, R is given, LS is given, P is given, C is given. Then write down the formula A equal to RK LS CP and put the value. Value of R is value of R is 175, value of K is 0.40, value of LS is 0.7, value of C is 0.5 and P is 0.5. Okay, put that values in formula and calculate the value of A. A means soil loss in ton per sector and it is 12.25. But again there is a question. एवढंच काढायचं सांगितलं नाही, परत प्रश्न विचारला आहे. काय प्रश्न आहे मग? कॉम्प्यूट द व्हॅल्यू ऑफ सॉईल लॉस लाईकली टू टेक प्लेस फ्रॉम द फील्ड, ऑल्सो मेक कमेंट ऑन द सॉईल लॉस. काय कमेंट येईल तुमची? द सॉईल लॉस इज टू मच. देर इज अ 12.25 tons of soil get eroded from 1 hectare of land per year and it's too much. That's why farmer should focus on the conservation practices. Therefore, when same field is kept under continuous pasture with 95% cover, assume the value of C. म्हणजे क्रॉप नुसतं फॅलो लँड ठेवलेली असेल, क्रॉप कव्हर लेस असेल, बट इफ द क्रॉप कव्हर इज मोर, 95% क्रॉप इज देअर, then the C value gets reduced and that C value is 0.003. Then put that value in formula. What is the formula? Now put the value A equal to RK LS CP. सगळं सेम ठेवायचं आहे आपल्याला. R आहे तो ठेवायचा आहे 175, K आहे तो ठेवायचा आहे 0.40, LS 0.70, बट C it will change. C it is given. आपल्याला C काय घ्यायला सांगितलं आहे? 0.03. Put that value there and P it is given. Then find out the value of R. Value of A, sorry. The value of A it is 0.73 आपण सगळ्या व्हॅल्यू पुट केल्या, फक्त सीची व्हॅल्यू आपण चेंज केली कारण त्याने सांगितलं होतं की द व्हॅल्यू ऑफ सी इज 0.003 बिकॉज द 95% कव्हर इज देअर अँड ड्यू टू दॅट 95% कव्हर द सी व्हॅल्यू गेट्स रिड्यूस अँड ड्यू टू दॅट द सॉईल लॉस इज ऑल्सो रिड्यूस फ्रॉम 12.25 टन्स टू 0.75. म्हणजे किती माती वाहून जात होती, किती सॉईल लॉस होत होता, तो सगळा सॉईल लॉस आपण कमी केला. फक्त काय केलं, 95% कव्हर आपण ठेवलं. मग सगळ्यात महत्त्वाचं काय आहे, द लँड शुड बी कव्हर, द लँड शुड बी हॅविंग द इरोजन रेजिस्टन्स ग्रासेस. यू शुड फॉलो द क्रॉपिंग मॅनेजमेंट प्रॅक्टिसेस, सॉईल कॉन्झर्वेशन मेजर्स, strip cropping, contour cultivation, mulching, terracing practices, and due to that we are able to reduce the soil erosion from 12.25 tons to 0.735 tons per hectare by adopting continuous pasture only. Okay, this one is your comment. Okay, thank you.